L about to fall now. Who the hell about to take the crown? Derell is the last man standing. He about to take her ass down. Motherfuckers wanna say what? Derell saying what's up? Niggas better listen up because Derell about to throw it up. Bitch niggas feeling scorn. Wanna know what the fuck is going on? LW in a bubble. I'm about to burst it. That's what's going on. While the sector wanna know the news. Overnight about to burst the fuse. After this, you better see about me. Real niggas better be about it. The flick of the wrist. Nigga just like this. Didn't even know. Nigga gon' let it go. Nigga, this is the show. Niggas gon' say whoa. Niggas gon' say whoa. Really though. Derell on to the break of dawn. Nigga saying what's on my water phone. Nigga wanna go. Nigga don't even know. Derell gon' real. Yeah, nigga, you don't know. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. 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 LW about to fall now. Who the hell about to take the crown? Derell is the last man standing. He about to take her ass down. Motherfuckers wanna say what? Derell saying what's up? Niggas better listen up because Derell about to throw it up. Bitch niggas feeling scorn. Wanna know what the fuck is going on? LW in a bubble. I'm about to burst it. That's what's going on. While the sector wanna know the news. Overnight about to burst the fuse. After this, you better see about me. Real niggas better be about it. The flick of the wrist. Nigga just like this. Didn't even know. Nigga gon' let it go. Nigga, this is the show. Niggas gon' say whoa. Niggas gon' say whoa. Really though. Derell going on to the break of dawn. Nigga saying what's on. Making my water phone. Nigga wanna go. Nigga don't even know. Derell real. Yeah, nigga, you don't know. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. 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 LW about to fall now. Who the hell about to take the crown? Derell is the last man standing. He about to take her ass down. Motherfuckers wanna say what? Derell saying what's up? Niggas better listen up because Derell about to throw it up. Bitch niggas feeling scorn. Wanna know what the fuck is going on? LW in a bubble. I'm about to burst it. That's what's going on. While the sector wanna know the news. Overnight about to burst the fuse. After this, you better see about me. Real niggas better be about it. The flick of the wrist. Nigga just like this. Didn't even know. Nigga gon' let it go. Nigga, this is the show. Niggas gon' say whoa. Niggas gon' say whoa. Really though, see the rail going on to the break of dawn. Nigga saying what's on, making my water foam. Nigga wanna go. Nigga don't even know. See the rail going real. Yeah, nigga, you don't know. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. 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 I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather.
Woo! I can't wait. It's going down. Oh shit. I can't wait. Woo! This day's a number, nigga. Woo! I can't wait to put this nigga out of this sector for once and for all. Put his ass to bed. I can't wait to put him in that goddamn grave to get the fuck out of here. I can't wait. Woo! Tell it.
AFW about to foul now. Who the hell about to take the crown? D. Derell is the last man standing. He about to take her ass down. Motherfuckers want to say what?
Rev G is a girl anyway. It don't matter.
Niggas better listen up because D. Derell about to throw it up. Bitch niggas feeling scorn. Wanna know what the fuck is going on? AFW in a bubble. I'm about to burst it. That's what's going on. While the sector wanna know the news. Overnight about to burst the fuse. After this, you better see about me. Real niggas better be about it. The flick of the wrist.
Woo!
Nigga just like this.
I can't wait.
Didn't even know. Nigga gon' let it go. Nigga, this is the show. Niggas gon' say whoa. Niggas gon' say whoa. Really though? Keep the rail going on to the break of dawn. Nigga saying what's on, making my water foam. Nigga wanna go. Nigga don't even know. Keep the rail going real. Yeah, nigga,
Real.
I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. 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 I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather.
Woo! Yeah, Rev G, you hope your ass belong to God. Cause I'm coming for you, nigga. You better hope your soul belong to God because your ass gonna belong to me. Next Saturday, I've been waiting on this shit. I'm gonna get your ass out of this sector once and for all. And I'm taking on any and all comers. No, I'll turn down the bait for anybody. But I've been waiting on this shit. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Woo! I'm hyped up, y'all. Woo! One last time.
AFW about to foul now. Who the hell about to take the crown? D. Derell is the last man standing. He about to take her ass down.
Take her down.
Wanna say what? D. Derell saying what's up? Niggas better listen up because D. Derell about to throw it up.
Throw it up.
Bitch niggas feeling scorn.
Bitch ass nigga Rev G.
What's going on? AFW in a bubble. I'm about to burst it. That's what's going on.
About to kick their
Why
ass
the
out.
fuck want to know the news? Overnight about to burst the fuse.
What?
After this, you better see about me. Real
D.
niggas
Derell
better be about it.
it.
The flick of the wrist.
Woo!
Nigga
Got
just
ice
like
on my
this.
wrist.
Didn't
Yeah.
even know.
Rev G
Nigga,
ain't
go.
shit.
Nigga, this is the show. Niggas gon' say whoa. Niggas gon' say whoa. Really though? Keep the rail going on to the break of dawn. Nigga saying what's on, making my water foam. Nigga wanna go. Nigga don't even know. Keep the rail going real. Yeah, nigga, you don't know.
I'm the Godfather.
Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather.
Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Motherfucking Godfather. Yeah, Rev G, I'm coming for your ass. Yes, you can bring all the statistics you want, all the research you got. I'm debunking all that bullshit. I've been debunking that shit for 3-4+ years, and I'm gonna do it no different on Saturday, baby. I can't wait. Let me get to the show. You gotta get to this shit. I'm gonna show you how dumb this Negro really is. Derell gonna be on one today, baby. He gonna be on one on Saturday. Woo! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, oh. Lordy, 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 Lordy. I don't even know where to start right now. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. I just came in as a simple judge, doing what a judge does in this judge. I judge the debate between Conscious Energy and We on Lock Nation. It was a decent debate. I thought it could have been a little bit more intense, but it wasn't. It is what it is. I come up there to give my commentary, unsolicited commentary. And of course, you got the same people like fake ass, bum ass Rum Jeremy up in there claiming that only I'm a champ. You're a champ of what? You couldn't even be a champ in your own field. You are a semi-retired blogger, ex-journalist that failed at everything that you do. Unlike myself, I've been successful. And I'm sitting here like, I don't get it. How these guys keep continuing to come after Derell. You said stuff about me first, Ron Jeremy. You shouldn't have never went after Tiffany and talked about her in such a manner for somebody you don't know anything about. You see, I believe in protecting black women. And I believe in protecting the chastity of black women. I will never allow any man of another race, and include my own race, to disrespect our women. Who the hell you think you are, Ron Jeremy? And for that, I will forever be on your ass. And you another one that need to be ousted out of this fucking sector. We have too many disrespectful ass non-blacks in our sector that don't understand the rules and the motherfucking regulations. Too many. Too many. Too many. I'm hyped, ready to go. I'm ready to get your ass out of here. Because, see, Gerald claimed he has research. He has no research. You know what Gerald's going to do? He's going to pull up the same bullshit that he has pulled up for the last 3-4 years. All kinds of unsubstantiated information. And all of that equated to what? Umar still doing what he's doing now. Now, I'm going to do my little research. It's not necessarily research, but I'm just going to have a set of collected thoughts and talking points that I'm going to create. Because I don't have to do a lot of research. I don't have to do a lot of research. Because I already know the information. It's collected in my brain. Let me get some shout outs to everybody in here. We got 20 in the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Come on, guys. I got a few likes with 20 in the chat. Let's get these goddamn likes up. We're going to have a banging ass show tonight. I'm going to be on for maybe 2.5 hours. But come on, baby. We got to get these likes up. Let's get these goddamn likes up. Come on now. Let's get it. Shout out to Muslim. Shout out to Be Accountable. I'm about to send a link. Anybody can come up. Shout out to Sector Wars. What's up, my nigga? Shout out to Spot 'em, Shot 'em, Scarlett, DJ Drama. DJ Drama, you a hating ass Negro, but I still like you, though. What's up, Angel Up and Up? What's up, Real Peter Finance? What's up, TC? What's up, Miss Cation? What's up, Mia Carter? It's going to be lit next Saturday. Now, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would like to do the debate a lot later than 3 o'clock, but I don't understand why he's claiming he's so busy. I'm like, Jared, what do you have to do? We don't even know if you're employed right now. For all the allegations that have been against you, we don't even know if you're on leave right now, Gerald. So I don't understand why it's so difficult. You only have one child to look after. I mean, and you don't sleep with your wife. You don't give her any attention. So I'm trying to figure out, how are you so lapsed for time? You don't have a lot of time. That should be me the one trying to struggle for time. You know, Gerald, come on now. I should be the one trying to decide how I can get time to debate the likes of you. Not you. It should be I. Gerald. But Gerald, your time is up. Who leaves the sector? Be honest with you. Spiral Shadow said he bussy playing. He said he bussy playing with dolls and Legos. Oh man, this guy. See, this is what it speaks to when it comes to the anti-fraud warriors. They don't want Derell in this sector. Understand it. That was the first thing he said. If I debate, one of us got to lead the sector. See, what that says is that Gerald is so fanatical, he's willing to sacrifice himself for me to lead, for me to lead the sector. He would rather sacrifice himself in an attempt to get me out of the sector. Listen to that, guys. You see how fanatical that is? That this man is, but to be honest with you, nobody really cared about his platform anyway. But the fact of the matter, what's up, Verlin? The fact of the matter, this guy is willing to risk his own minute existence in this space if he had an opportunity to kick the Godfather out of this space. Wow. The good father. Guys, the good father. Godson said, I'll say this on record for the chat as well. Gerald is trying to turn the Godfather into a good father. Hey, Miss T. Pre, what's up? And be honest with you, I didn't think he had the testicular fortitude to want to debate me. And the fact of the matter, the Negro had the audacity to think I would accept a bullshit apology. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all want to know why? You want to know why I act the fool on Be Accountable platform? Because the nigga cost me money. That's why. You got to go get lawyers to write letters to fucking websites and fucking the board and shit like that. You would act the same goddamn way too if somebody tried to come between you and your profession and the way you make money. And at the time, I got fucking kids. I got a wife. Fucking brand new house I just bought. Well, I actually been in the house for like a year. 2 years, actually. Been in a house for 2 years. Just bought a house. Got my fucking business. I got my Dallas office doing things. Anybody want to come up? Y'all can come up. Y'all can come up. The link, I sent the link out there for anybody want to come up. Y'all more than happy to come up. Because I want to talk to you. I want to talk to Be Accountable. TC, good guys, come up. Because I'm going to kill him in this debate. I just want to let y'all know this. I'm going to be on top of my shit. I will be ready to tag his ass. This may be controversial. I'm going to say this right now to the sector. Regardless of the outcome of what happens, this is going to fuel a whole bunch of shit the following week and thereafter. There will be some consequences. There will be some differences of opinion. There will be some heated discussions. There will be content based on this debate with Gerald. That is going to happen. That's going to be the reality. There will be people that will say things that other people are not going to like. There will be things that the AFW is going to say that's going to cause a whole bunch of content. I know we've been doing some other stuff, but this debate is going to trigger multiple discussions and shows. Brother Up and Up, the debate is going to be on Saturday, I think around 1:30 or 12:30, 12:30 next Saturday. We're going to, BA will put out his promotional. To be honest with you, BA, I would have wanted to postpone this for 2 weeks, but a week is fine because the debate against Tiffany and TC probably is not going to happen for all intents and purposes. It's probably not going to happen. So we're going to debate Umar Johnson. So what? That's all you know, Gerald. And then the Negro wanted to lie about me muting people. No, I wasn't. Those were not debates that we were having. Those were discussions where you were getting out of line. I mean, you think me as a person going to sit here and allow Gerald to lie on God, lie on the Bible, and say that the Bible says that a man can layeth with a man and a woman can layeth with a woman? To say stuff like cisgender and that a human being should have the right to decide their gender and all of these other different things that are not correlated to the Bible? Hell no. And I'm not even a Christian like that. But I am a person of morals, and I do understand about it because I grew up Baptist. And I dare you say such blasphemous things about the Bible that are just not true. And I don't want to hear this about based on interpretation, because the Bible says what the Bible says. If you don't want to accept it, that's on you. But let's not try to remix and reformat and restructure the meaning of things to fit what you want it to fit. Now, I'm not saying you don't have the right to do that, but you're not doing that over here with the conscious clientele, because I know better. You see, Gerald is about indoctrination. And this whole thing about me doing unethical things. Name me one unethical thing that I've done that I have not been cleared of. That bullshit that you and Black Anonymous did 2 years ago, I was cleared of that. Matter of fact, that was basically taken away. I didn't even get a warning for that. That bullshit that Anti-Afro Spangali did and Lennon Honor did, saying that I diagnosed them, which I did not. That could have been fought too. If it was truly done, truly a ethical violation, I would have been charged with that. And I wasn't. You see, what I want to talk about is the fact that for all the allegations that Gerald is going to list, the only thing that Gerald was successful in was shutting black businesses down and getting Nelson Nobles fired. That's the only thing that he was successful at. He was never successful at anything else. And I'm going to say this again. The only thing he was successful at was getting Nelson Nobles fired. That's it. And you may have been a little bit successful of donations being slowed down by Umar. Yeah, you got that done too. Again, guys, I got the link out there for anybody who wants to come up and have a discussion about the debate. I'm going to say this. Shout out to Conscious Energy for winning the debate. I think both people, they did an okay job in the debate and so forth. CE was more passionate. I think he had more conviction. We on Lock was kind of like, hey, it is what it is. It happened what it happened. He didn't do a bad job. I mean, if I would have debated, I would have easily killed Conscious Energy on what he was saying. And be honest with you guys, Gerald is going to say some of the same things. He's just going to say it in a prettier manner. and he's going to throw some more BS into things to make people think he knows what he's talking about. But I'm already ready for this because I've dealt with this already with this fool. I have already dealt with this with him. I've been through this. You see, he has had many concerted efforts to try to hurt me professionally and financially. That failed. How can you all expect D. Derell to maintain when somebody's trying to come between you and taking care of your children, your 3 children and a wife? Now, of course, because I have lawyers, I fought the shit. It was actually minor bullshit. But the fact that you would even do that I have to spend $350 plus an hour just to get that taken care of. Now, that's nothing. That's pocket change to me. But the fact that I even have to do that over some YouTube stuff. Why can't you just keep shit on YouTube? That's all I ask you, Gerald. I can't respect you as a man. I cannot respect a man that attempts to go after another man in a manner to help destroy his family over a disagreement. Now, to be honest with you, there are people that can get physically hurt behind BS like that. If I didn't have sense, I know men that would want to hurt you, but physically hurt you behind something like this. Over YouTube? Over Umar? Are you kidding me? That is your reason? Something that I never directly did anything to hurt you, Gerald. I never did anything to hurt you or anybody in your family. But you did so to me, Gerald. So miss me with the bullshit as apology. Yes, I did apologize because I misspoke one time in which I said you were a lover of boys, but I didn't really mean boys. I meant young men. And I went back because I know your dumb ass will go and try to throw some shit at the board and all that shit. This Negro contacted multiple insurance companies, multiple agencies where I advertised, multiple websites that I advertised, and my state board. Y'all niggas, luckily, I ain't trying to strangle his ass as we speak for doing the bullshit that he did. This guy tried to ruin my business. So anybody that want to say, calm down, D. Derell. Come on, D. Derell. Don't say this. Don't. Niggas. Really? Imagine if somebody took your paychecks and just because the person didn't agree with you because, you thought the sky was blue and he said the sky was white, and they just took those checks just because out of your pocket or stole it from you just because you didn't agree with them. Now, how would you respond to that bullshit? Help me understand how you would respond to that. Because I'm a damn sure tell you how I would respond to it. And I'm going to say this. There's nothing that no person on YouTube could say that would warrant me wanting to hurt them and hurt the people that they love. There's nothing unless you did something to me. There's no topic that I would discuss with anybody that would be worth me getting upset that I would make this shit real in real life. I don't care what we don't disagree on. I am not going to attempt to hurt you physically. I don't even know you. I never even met you, Gerald. But see, that speaks to the bullshit and the coonery of people like you and Lennon Honor. You are some yellow ass cowards. You're a bunch of bitches. Both of you are a bunch of bitches. You and Lennon. You both are a bunch of bitches that do underhanded shit like this. Well, you did some stuff that you shouldn't have been doing as a therapist. I am not operating as a goddamn... Do you think I'm a therapist 24 hours a fucking day? You actually think I'm not providing services for anybody, you dumbass? I know you don't have a license, but you do have a master's in social work. You should know that. Just because I'm a therapist, it doesn't mean that I have to operate under a different umbrella of life, of how to live my life. That's just like saying, just because I'm a therapist, D. Derell, you can't go to the strip club. Just because you're a therapist, D. Derell, you can't go to a nightclub. Just because you're a therapist, D. Derell, you can't get mad at somebody. And this is what this fool thinks. That's why when the boys saw the shit, they threw the bullshit out. And you're so dumb and you don't even understand ethics. Ethics is created so that it can provide a framework in which, when you are operating in your profession, not doing YouTube or interacting with others. So that's just like saying every time somebody get mad at me, oh, I'm going to call your board. Every time somebody disagrees with me, they don't like what I say, oh, I'm going to go call your board. That's not the purpose of the board. This is not a therapeutic, counseling related, or psychological related, mental health related issue about Umar Johnson and the school. This is education, and this is our own opinion of how we feel about something, Gerald. A man with a master's degree in social work should understand that. I have the right to have an opinion about the LGBT community, whether you agree with it or not. And whether or not my opinion is not something you agree with, that does not provide the liberty of you to go tell them D. Derell doesn't agree with LGBT community. That's my personal opinion. And I have the right with free speech to voice my personal opinion. Just like you have a personal opinion to say otherwise. That goes against the principles of the religion that you claim you practice. But I'm not trying to contact the pastor associations or the religious organizations in Missouri to get you, take away your titles. I care less about that. Because I'm not, no matter what we talk about, Gerald, or anybody else, I am not in the business of hurting other black people. See, that's what the anti-fraud warriors don't understand, because they're headed by a big, fat, sloppy female of a bull-faced looking individual who doesn't understand, and she's mentally, I don't know what the fuck to say about her for her mentality is all fucked up. Telling the board I diagnosed you. Knowing damn, if I truly diagnosed you, they would have charged me as such. And I even said, I'm not diagnosing, I'm only speculating. That's a difference. I'm only giving an opinion of what potentially could and could not be. I'm only giving a viewpoint. That's not diagnosing. Diagnosing is clinical. It's not based on my opinion, totally. It's based on the framework of theory and how to exercise the use of the DSM. That's totally different. But you don't know the difference, Gerald. You're a community college instructor, and you work at an HIV clinic for, guess what, guys? Young adult black males. And you wonder why. And you wonder why. And you wonder why. What's up, drama? What's up, drama?
What's up, Derell?
You tell me, man. You tell me.
Well, you got what you wanted, right?
Nah, he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted.
That's what you wanted, Derell. One-on-one with AFW.
Hey, I've already had that. I mean, I've already, kicked Gerald in the ass before. I don't mind doing that again. I mean, that's fine. And to be honest with you, I wasn't muting him. Only one time I muted him because of the disgusting shit he said about the Bible back in the fall of 2019. That was the only time I ever muted him, by the way. When you start saying all kind of crazy shit and making bad, false allegations substantiated with no proof, yes, that's slander. Yes, I did that a couple of times. But just on the meat of an argument, no. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I have no problem with somebody disagreeing with me without trying to hurt them financially and through their profession. He doesn't understand that. I mean, you don't understand. And then the thing about it, he don't even understand ethics. Because if he was a person that was abreast of what ethics really is, he would understand. I'm not operating. I'm not on here. It's unethical for me to even think about assessing and doing therapy with somebody online. That's a cardinal sin, and he knows that. His wife taught him that because he couldn't learn it on his own. But go ahead, Drama.
Oh yeah, I understand your personal feelings with Derell. I'm well aware. I've been there.
Right.
Watching the whole thing go down.
Right.
It's kind of switch it up. Did you really think that We on Lock was going to beat Conscious Energy?
I actually thought he was.
What made you believe that, Derell?
Because I thought that We on Lock would have brought more meat to the topic and would have given more. I think he didn't go into detail with certain things as much as I thought he did. Conscious Energy just regurgitated shit, the same shit. I mean, let's be honest. But Conscious Energy came with more. To me, it wasn't in the context of how accurate the information was, because Conscious Energy said a lot of inaccurate stuff. I would have debated that easily. The problem is that Conscious Energy was more convincing, and he had more points, more talking points for his position. That's just so I felt based on that, because of his conviction, the way he presented it, and he had more information that he talked about for his premise, I felt he won based on that.
Well, I mean, I would tend to agree with that assessment.
Right.
I had Conscious Energy going into it 2-1 easy. I didn't know it was going to be 3-0 because that was a clear body bag.
Okay.
That's not even up for debate, Derell. That was a clear body bag.
To me, I don't know if We on Lock was up for this. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he's in a different state of mind, but he just didn't seem into it. I mean, I don't know.
But that's.
I thought he would have brought more into it. I just thought he was going to put more into it, but he didn't.
I mean, but his position is, Umar can do no wrong. You can't go into a debate about Umar thinking, everything he does is right. And, when you get sidetracked with, he's out here risking his life and all, come on, bro. Like, nobody's really buying that narrative.
Right.
Like I said, when I came over, said, you got smoked, bro. I mean, it's no other way.
What's about We on Lock?
Yeah, he got smoked. And I think he needs to stay out of the Umar debate and that kind of stuff, bro, because you let Conscious Energy bother you. And like you said, a lot of the stuff he was saying was, a little bit off and a little bit wrong. And
well, they both of them were doing that. I mean, that was some inaccuracies. Conscious Energy was saying all kind of shit that wasn't accurate, but I mean, it is what it is. Well, I mean, if you don't identify that in the debate, that's on the debater. That can't be on us. But I mean, he should have called it out in his rebuttals, but he didn't.
I mean, but for him, it's not about debating the points. Is Umar can do no wrong, and that's the wrong position to take on an Umar debate. You have to be objective about it if you want to actually have a.
Well, Conscious Energy said Umar couldn't do no right. So what's the difference?
Well, I mean,
one said he couldn't do nothing right. The other one said he did nothing wrong. So
but Conscious Energy, he would always preface it like, I want to see the brother do it, but he's made mistakes doing X, Y, Z, and that holds weight in a debate because those are actual facts. Like you can love Umar all you want, but the project is not going like the project should be going, and he wasn't prepared. And, I personally I would have watched both of them. Just because I'm aware of what's going on. I know what's facts and what's not. So I'm just going to as fair warning to you for next Saturday, I would say this: don't let your emotions get the best of you.
No, I'm good, man. That to me for a debate, I'm gonna be professional. I mean, that's nothing. My thing is that this is a discussion. See, Rev G has a habit of saying a lot of bullshit, but saying it in a manner to make it be condescending. Like, oh, I can say this about you, but you can't say nothing about me. My thing is, you came up here talking about I did this and want to apologize. How the fuck am I supposed to accept an apology for you trying to take money out of my pocket? Who the fuck gonna accept that? No man in his right mind is going to accept an apology from another man still trying to destroy your career. Who the fuck gonna do
that? I will agree with that assessment.
I mean, but my thing, so why even ask that dumbass question when you already know I'm not going to accept it?
Well, I mean, some people feel like they have to, extend the olive branch, for their mental health. And
three years later, two to 3 years later, if he was that sorry, he could have did that 2 years ago.
Well, he could have, but he didn't.
He didn't. That's why I knew it was bullshit.
Well, your interaction with the Rev is, why you feel how you feel. Now, I'm not one to tell you you shouldn't feel like that. I've always told you I've never been a fan of the whole personal stuff, and give it to you off of YouTube. I can come on the show and debate, and it get heated or whatever. But then once the show's over, It's not that personal for me.
Right. And that's how it should be. I'm like, man, let me say something, man. Ain't nothing Rev G has ever said to me that warrants me trying to hurt his business. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even agree with people that went to his wife's business and said a bunch of bad stuff. But they did. But that was karma. I ain't really give a shit because that was karma. That was karma for him doing what he was doing to other black businesses, other African businesses, and my business. So you get what you get.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've never been a fan of it either side. That's not my cup of tea.
Right.
I'm just gonna say Saturday. Let's make it. This is for the sector. You guys are. I'm not finna be calling you no fucking Godfather. I ain't finna be saying that shit. But
you guys, don't have to. But you already know it. You don't have to say it. I know you feel it.
Well, whatever.
Godfather.
The Godfather. You don't have to call it. I know you know it. When somebody say the Godfather, you know who they talking about. That's you acknowledge it, so it's all good. For you to even mention it, me and you acknowledge it.
Okay, but that's neither here nor there.
Exactly.
You two, you and Rev are two, I would say, two of the major pillars and major players in this sector.
Right.
It's about time y'all really have a honest conversation about the topic that brought y'all to the sector.
Right.
In a more controlled environment.
Right.
It's one thing to come on somebody's show and you don't like what they say, you kick them off, and it's nothing resolved in that fashion. But I think Saturday is going to be a good, healthy debate.
Right.
I'm not going to call it because I don't know, how it's going to go. And I would say this, once it's done, it's done. And, it ain't personal. Leave the emotions out of it. If you lose, you lose. That's either or.
Godfather ain't losing now. Hey. Ain't no ifs or buts.
I ain't losing this.
Hey, yeah, but Godfather ain't losing now. That's not even like an option.
Well, Flacco, you can put your palms down, man. You can put your palms down, bro.
Hey, man, Godfather for life, man. Hey, yo, Unc, though, man. Hey, Unc, here. So two things. So, first thing, man, let me do a little bit of some begging, man. So, Unc, my girlfriend is right now, and she's in Houston for some rotations, right? At a pharmacy, right? So, she don't know nobody there, so I wanted to give her just in case, like an emergency, pops up, let's say, I'm like a car breaks down, right? Something like that.
Man.
So,
no problem.
Yeah, you feel me?
Information, yeah.
Yeah, right. You feel me? And then two, man.
She working as a pharmacist?
Yeah. Cool, this her last year, man.
So she in the right spot, man.
Yeah, bro. Blessings, man. You feel me? This her last year. She does it, rotations, that she's done, man. And then two, man. Yo, man. So how can somebody fix the beef between you and Ref G? Because listen, man.
It
Uh,
ain't no
uh,
fixing, man.
uh,
Let me
yeah,
tell
I
you,
agree.
the dude tried to fuck with my career, man.
Yeah,
Like
man. Yeah, that's
this
fucked up.
dude. Let me tell you what he did. The dude called my board
Yeah,
twice. And even though they didn't care for it was minor, frivolous infractions. I
yeah.
still had to pay my lawyer to respond to the shit. The
Wow.
dude called about 7 to 8 insurance panels to get them to take me off the panels. Then the dude contacted a couple. He contacted Psychology Today, Open Path, and some other. I forgot who I was with. He called several of the places that I advertise on to get me
Wow.
off. He was successful in one of them with Open Path. That was the only thing that he was successful in doing, and I ended
Wow.
up getting back on that anyway. So how the hell me as and this is and I'm talking about the fact of man. Look, this is what this guy don't understand what he did, dude. I have a business at the time when he did this.
Yeah.
I had almost 20 employees.
Wow.
You know how fucked that would have been for 20 people if they would have said we're gonna have to shut you down or you can't operate because of this and that would have fucked up my business. Not only would that have fucked up the 20 people, but the kids and the families that they have, including my own. That's
Right.
over. You're talking about probably 50 to 70 people that he could have affected over some bullshit on YouTube.
Right.
I'm sorry, man. I'm looking
No,
at I'm
I
looking at
agree.
this from a perspective of man, this shit is not worth me talking about stuff that you don't agree. It's not worth you hurting other people.
Right.
And say, man, my thing is that man, he don't know, man. Somebody without the right mind, they would have came after Rev G for doing. If he would have been successful,
Man.
somebody would have came with. I got sense, but what
Yeah,
if
of
there's
course.
somebody that found out, man, fuck this Rev G. I'm going to Kansas City and do whatever.
Or what if your employees,
You know?
right? You feel me?
Yeah,
If they
one of
would,
them could have did that.
yeah, if they
And
would have gotten fired, man, bro,
Yeah.
you feel me? Man, yo, if they would have gotten
Man.
laid off, and that man got kids to feed, a house, bro, he said, bro, fuck that, nigga. Feel me? Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had some roughnecks like that I gave a chance. I had some people that had felonies that I
Right.
gave second chances to. And man, I know for a fact there were several people. If they would have found out that's the reason why they got laid off or we had to close down, oh, they would have been man.
Right, man. Feel me? Which is why,
hey,
right?
man, I can't say nothing about that.
Right.
Look, I can't say that because you caused over an agreement over LGBT community and Umar Johnson. That's your reason for doing that.
Look,
Seriously, that's just stupid.
yo, which is why, right? You know, yo, man, like again, man, I understand your point, and if that happened to me, I would have probably done worse. You feel me, right? Because listen, bro, I'm very impulsive. I'm temperamental, so I already know, bro. If that would have happened to me, I would have lost. Like, bro, Monty Woodgrain, right? Listen, Monty Woodgrain,
right?
like, cost me one client, right? Bro, I was at that. Yeah, bro.
Oh wow!
I was at that man's doorstep texting him, "Yo, come, bro, come out the house." Right. So I know, right? If I lost, like, again, a like little bit of cash, right? You feel me? Like, from, Monty being like a dickhead, and I went that far, I could already know, bro. If I would have lost, like, let's say, like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000,
shit,
I would have, man. Right. So,
man, people, man, this is what I'm saying. They don't think about this shit over somebody you never met, don't know anything about, just because you have a disagreement. You trying to physically hurt somebody, man. I don't agree with, man. It ain't nothing nobody can say unless you did something to physically hurt me to make me want to do that to you over some YouTube shit. There's nothing you can say to me to make me do that, because I respect, even though we may have a disagreement, I do respect the lives of other people, even if it's not you, but you connected to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand, man. You can't fuck with nobody's ability to make money and to thrive in life, man. People are you behind some shit like that. I'm not trying to. I respect my people not to try to hurt like that. They don't have that kind of respect for other black people, man. Black man, we have to work hard to get where we at, man, and achieve shit. and stuff like that, man. Like you can't but look at the people that he hurt, those African restaurants. How do you think those people felt? You go to work one day and they fucking up your shit because of them, and they little fucked up antics.
Yo, man.
People work their whole life to get where they was at.
Right. Oh, sorry. I wanted to clarify this though. So I was wrong about Rev G. So Rev G, okay. So hey, right. So look, so that took place like while Rev G was like gone, right? Feel me?
Right.
So right. So it was AAS and Lennon. Those were the two corporates. Feel me? Rev G, he came back on later on, but he never spoke out against it, and he was complicit in those attacks, right? But again, right? But again, him like himself, he never called and attacked him, right? So for that, I do give him credit for it, right? But again, Afro Svengali, listen, man, it's the cold-heartedness, right, bro? Those African immigrants, right?
Right,
bro, came to the United States, bro, with probably
nothing,
$25,
right,
in a bag of clothes, right?
Exactly.
Grinded, worked hard, bro. They probably did all type of unimaginable jobs, bro. Scrubbing fucking toilets for 20+ years, saving up all the little coins and shit, right? Finally saved up enough to have a fucking business, and y'all sat y'all lazy asses down, right? And y'all allowed anti-Afro Svengali to attempt to shut these people down, bro.
Over some bullshit over Umar.
Yeah, bro.
That's
listen,
stupid,
right?
man. That's ridiculous.
Listen, right? Yo, Uncle, right? And they always say, but Flock,
right?
She wasn't successful, so why do you care? Why the fuck I care? The fuck you mean? Listen, bro, why the fuck would I, right, wait for her to be successful and shutting down the black business before I say shit? She tried, right? She still fucking tried.
On more than one occasion.
Bro, a month later, right?
Again.
She was posting out bad reviews talking about, oh, look at this bad review on this business here. Who's about to host Umar Johnson? This bitch started making videos about these folks' bad reviews, right? Just to scare them and, smear their fucking name, right? A fucking paint shop in Brooklyn because they was gonna do a fucking like a book signing. Umar,
right.
bro, why the fuck would you go online, right? Search up bad reviews and then do a video on it claiming, yo, this is a fucking bad business, right? Smearing their name, trying to kill their reputation because they decided to do a book signing with Umar Johnson. Is this obsession? Man. I don't understand with these niggas, bro.
It's sick, man.
I don't understand it.
It is sick, man. The compulsive behavior they have, the obsessiveness is sick. And the fact of the matter, when you're willing to hurt other people, other innocent people behind this, man, something is wrong with you.
I don't get it, man.
It's sick, man. This woman, the woman has some mental health issues. I don't know what it is, but she got it. And the people around her also have issues because they sit here and lie. And then she had the audacity about our community as if she's in the black community.
Right.
It's not the black community.
Right. Yo, right here. So two things. So Rev G, let me just talk to Rev G real fast, man. Hey, Rev G, you made videos right talking about let's outlaw and ban people from panels who do certain acts, right? We should have at least some rules of engagement, Rev, right? So you can't preach, yo, keep these people off your panel who do this and this and that, but still support anti-Afro Svengali as she continues her fucking her fucking mindless and lawless attacks on black businesses, Rev. That's just not fair. Why do you still support somebody who has actively waged war on any black business who decides to just do business with like Umar Johnson? Why? Right? And then two, man, yo, I know you see on this bitch trying to build a fucking channel now. This bitch is doing videos on Kevin Samuels now. Bruh, bruh. Listen, man. This bitch don't even know, bruh. Kevin Samuels fans aren't somebody you want to play with, bruh. Listen, bro,
Right.
yo, I've seen, right? Like she tried to like attack and Grandmaster Jay, right? Right?
Right.
Bruh, that bitch got smoke and stopped doing videos on you can call it right, bro. Like yo, and she is like is like again dipping and dabbling, right? Trying to see, damn, okay, who's the next black man I can attack to get my shit up, right? So like, right, like so like so like now she's experimenting. The first person she tried
Yeah.
right was like Boyce. You feel
Trying to
me?
see who.
Right, Grandmaster Jay. Damn, nothing is sticking. And that's just trying Kevin Samuels, doing like multiple videos on Kevin Samuels. This bitch is crazy, bro. Like, I don't understand this shit, bitch. You are, bro, yo, bitch, you're damn near 60. You're damn near 60. Find a fucking hobby, bro. Get off YouTube, man. Find a fucking hobby. Bro, you're 60 trying to build up a YouTube channel now, bro. Bitch, you'll be dead. Bro, you'll be dead in what, 15, 20 years? The fuck you, bro, I don't understand hoes like this, bro. Bro, she's damn near 60. Right? Yo, chances of her making this less than 80 years old, that's slim to none. It's slim.
Right.
So, but you got 15 years left to live. 15. And you're going to spend 15 years of
Chasing
your life
somebody.
chasing and attack. Bro, just put this into perspective. Just put it into perspective. Somebody who got, again, this is me being like, just off of statistics and numbers. She got 15 years or less to live. Just based off her age and the average age, right? You feel me, right?
Right.
She has 15 or less years to live. And she's going to waste her 15 years on Earth attacking Umar Johnson, attacking Kevin Samuels, trying to build up a YouTube channel that's not going to go nowhere, bitch. Bro,
Exactly.
like, I don't understand it, bro. Your niggas really like, bro, like, it's crazy. Yo, yo, bro, like, folks are really playing with life out here, bro. Like, yo, I don't think niggas understand, like how short life is, yo. I don't think they really understand this shit. Yo, imagine this, bro. In a span of 15 years, this 60-year-old bitch is gonna be dead. Bro, in 15 years, bro, I'll be 37 years old. 37. Bro,
Right.
yo, man, bro, I just don't understand it, man. For me, yo, but yo, I truly hope, man, that bitch finds peace. I hope she finds joy, bro. I hope she finds a fucking hobby, yo, bro. Bro, imagine if she actually like had a spouse. Imagine how fucking lonely that, bro. How lonely and neglected that spouse might feel. That this bitch does what? At least what, like 3-4 hours per day making videos, right? Cool.
Plus.
Yeah, plus, right?
Watching me and TC.
Right. Right. Cool. And 8 hours for bedtime. That's 11 hours. 8 hours at work. All right. That's 19 hours. Right? So this bitch got what? Got 5 hours for what? Look, come on, man.
Exactly. Nothing, man. Just to try to get back into my. And my thing is this, man. Like all that shit that they did, what success did they get? What did they really stop from Umar? They didn't stop shit. They didn't stop anything. Umar's still doing what he's doing. He got a building. He's trying to earn more money for some. All you did was slow down the project. You hadn't killed the project. All this information y'all claim Umar did, no charges, no convictions, no indictments. no financial issues, he's still doing what he's doing.
Well, let me address.
Yeah.
Let me address.
After that, but go ahead.
Yeah. Let me address like Maggie Kema, like Kema Moron, right? So, hey Maggie, man. Again, Maggie, I'm full-blooded African. You feel me? I can't hide it. When we say again, we are not black, right? Again, those are Africans who have a limited vocabulary, right? Feel me? They don't mean no, I'm not black. They mean yo, I'm not African American, right? Feel me, right? Feel me, yo, right? Like yo, like I'm a black African. My origins are not from America. Hence, I'm not a black American. I'm just a black African. So, like that's false, bro. For me, yo, like the only Africans who say, yo, I'm not black again. That's very, very, very few, and those are the coons. You feel me, right? Right? And those coons, again, bro, like we can't even like tolerate or even give any space for those African coons, right? But nah, bro, the majority of Africans, regard themselves as black, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't never heard of Africans say they wasn't black, so I don't know where they come from. What's up, BA?
Yo, man, I need everybody to stop the presses. Stop the presses.
Okay, go ahead.
Reb G backed out.
Ah, what happened? What happened? See, I knew that pussy. I knew he was gonna pussy out. What happened? What he said? What happened?
Well, like the whole thing about it is that I won't go into detail on what he said. I'll leave that up to him. But pretty much he backed out, so it ain't happening. But what I end up telling him, I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's on you. But the door is always open. So I left it at that.
See that? See, he did that because he knew what was going to happen. I'm going to tell you what he tried to do. See, I'm going to tell you why he backed out. Because he the one brought up tried to make the stakes high by saying whoever leave the sector.
Woo!
He did that. I gladly accepted.
Yo, Anti-African Gali called him. Anti-African Gali said.
I know she did.
He said, nigga, please. He said, nigger, fuck you talk about, nigger.
Debate nigga losing your fucking mind.
He said, look at this nigga trying to run off the. Listen, yo. She said, nigga, you not slick. You trying to run off the plantation and find a way I talk about. Hey, listen, man, African Gali, I gotta leave the sector now. Uncle beat me. Nah. She said, nah, you ain't slick, man. Feel me? Trying to find a way off the panel. Feel me? Like, out the sector.
I know she talked to him because she was watching. When he said this shit, I knew she was going to call him because ain't no way she was going to let him get away with that shit.
What? A debate with Uncle, man, bro.
I was getting ready to tell you.
I would have done
account. You know what I was going to do? I was going to text you tonight or email you and tell you, X-Rev G, is he sure he want those stakes to be this high? Because it don't have to be. It could just be a regular. It don't have to be who leaves.
It would have been huge, bro. It would have been huge, man.
Because all he would have did was uplifted my status by me being the person.
Man, bro, it would have been at least 500 viewers. That shit would have been massive. At least 500 viewers, bro. That shit would have been
content.
The biggest shit ever.
That shit would have been content for the next week.
What, bro? That shit would have been, bro. It would have been the biggest live stream in this sector ever.
Right?
I'm telling you, bro. What?
Man, to be honest with you, BA, I was going to talk to you about asking him to reconsider that because I know he got hyped up in the moment because he saw me being all aggressive and shit, and he felt he had to say some shit to show me out. You didn't really have to. Huh?
He called in?
Yeah, he called. He went on his platform today. That's how we made the debate. We was going at it hard on his channel about an hour ago.
Wait, pause. On who channel? On like B Accountable channel?
Yeah, you missed it.
Yo, anti-Afro finna really punish this Negro, bro. What? Rev, you called into an unsafe panel?
Yeah. When one-on-one against me. And I was talking mad shit to his ass.
Wow. Hey. Yo, no, hey, look though. Rev G, listen up, bro. All jokes aside, right? Yo, Rev, I applaud you, my nigga, bro. Like, you really like say, yo, like, fuck all that shit, bro. I'm calling in and going to war and talking my shit. Nah, bro, listen up, bro. Listen though. Like, he a real nigga, right? You know, bro.
Right?
Bro, King Kong crazy. Won't do that. Leonard Honor won't do that, right? Feel me, yo, right? So if like Rev G like called in just to like talk his shit and like, you know, and come at you, bro, hey man, Rev a real one for that, bro.
Yeah, I was shocked that he wanted to do that, but hey, he wanted to do it. I mean, we didn't have to do that. Just the fact that we would have this debate was to me enough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that was enough for anybody to be like, you know, hell. I mean, that was a treat in itself. But
hardcore.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey man. So hardcore.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, speaking of debates, Mr. Derell, you know, it'd be a nice idea to have that Operation Exodus Mississippi guy on so that people could debate his philosophies and his ideas on that.
Is that Dr. Rogue?
Oh, no.
Oh, this one's not. I thought that was him. Yeah, you know what? I actually emailed I emailed Angel Up and Up. I saw his show last week, man, and I was supposed to actually get him on this weekend, but I kind of missed out on that. I'm gonna actually email him. He up for debate. He always up for that.
Okay, because I've been, you know.
You want to debate?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I really want to ask questions though, but it'll turn into a debate. And you talk about some excitement. That'll be some excitement. But I'm sure that he'll turn it down.
Okay. Oh no, I don't think he's gonna turn it down. I think he's gonna do it.
Now, trust me, my man's been running for the last few years because he doesn't like answering questions. Yeah,
really?
He doesn't like answering questions. That's why I'm coming here because I'm banned from his so-called channels.
Oh, you banned him?
Yeah, because he doesn't like the questions I ask.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I take my man to task about the merits of this so-called Mississippi campaign that he can't explain.
Now, my thing is this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to the parameters of executing the Mississippi campaign, he ain't no different from Conscious Energy. He don't have no. You want all these black people to go to Mississippi? We ain't got no infrastructure, no businesses. Of all states, Mississippi, the most racist state of them all. But they got the most black people. It has the highest percentage of black people. So I understand why he would say that. But black people in Mississippi are doing horrible.
Right. And the funny part is he said he is not moving to Mississippi at all. That's the funny part about it.
Oh, hey, Queen. Oh, shit. Hey, ugly looking, beautiful. How you doing?
He's not moving to Mississippi at all. That's the fun.
Yeah. All right, baby. You be good. Oh, wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all talking about Stargate. You're talking about Stargate when I got Uppy to come up and give some eye candy to the platform.
That's some powerful weave right there. God damn.
No, that's her real hair. That's her real hair.
That's real.
Weave. No, that's real, baby. I know that's all real. She all natural. Okay. Ain't nothing fake about her. Nothing at all, man.
All right.
Wow.
Cool. Oh, she left.
Yeah. It's just wanted to come in and say hey to everybody.
Yeah, but my man, you know, he says he's not moving to Mississippi, which to me tells me that if the thing is so good and you don't want to move there, it can't be too good.
Yeah.
It's the same way when you got that other crew, they call themselves the BAIO, and they claim that they're trying to move to Africa. They've been saying that for the last, 5-10 years, and they never
the BAIO, let me tell you something about the BO. What is the BAIO?
Yeah.
The BAIO been talking shit about infrastructure in Africa for the longest. And matter of fact, I remember guys, I forgot the guy name. Have you ever heard of Dinah Samir?
Yeah, he knows me.
BAIO, the BAIO used to go on Donna Samir back in 16 and 17. They used to interview with him a lot, talking about infrastructure and doing this and doing that. And they haven't built a goddamn thing.
Yep, that whole lip guy and Kayla Genesis. They see there are more people who don't like answering questions. They give you disrespect and everything when you just ask the basic question is like, when are you moving? They claim to be professionals and they have money, but then when you ask them, when are you moving to Africa? Oh, as soon as I get some money. They're not moving.
They ain't got no money. That's why. Because they don't have answers. See, that's the problem, man. Like, you guys are coming up with these idealistic ass, infamous ass mindsets, grandiose things that you want to do, and you don't even have a framework in how you're going to execute that plan. And to be honest with you, black folks are not looking for cross the T's and dot your I's. We just want to know the basic shit about it. Just basic steps. We ain't asking for every minute process. We just want to know, give us a roundabout summary of the plan.
Right. Something that's gonna make us want to get involved, you know?
Exactly. But you can't even give them that. So why should anybody want to invest in something or make a life-changing move with uncertainty? Because that's what you're asking people to do. You're asking people to make a life-changing decision with no certainties.
Right. That's the key. That's the key thing you said, life-changing.
Life-changing. And hey, I'm all for black people doing life-changing shit that's going to benefit us. But you have no certainties. You have no securities. You have no infrastructure. You have no businesses. You have no contacts in Africa from a business or governmental standpoint. So you're asking people to basically almost commit suicide.
Right. And most importantly, these people aren't even making the move to set the example.
Exactly. Man, if they had a project, let's say they had a 100 building project in Africa with roads and little stores, that would be something to be like, okay, wow, we got something to go to. These Negroes ain't got nothing. They got no housing. They got no vehicles, no means of making. They just want people to, we going to Ghana.
Right.
We all just gonna go all together and live in on a fucking fucking area secluded from everybody else.
Right. And I keep telling them,
I
said, there's no African country, no leader is going to just give some free land and allow you to set up shop, a nation in their country, just like that. It doesn't matter how poor the country is. They're not just going to give away land like that and let you set up a nation within their nation, unless you pay taxes. So, but this is the thing. This is the same thing with the Mississippi campaign. It's just like other things that go on out here where people make big claims and they say, we want people to be free, but yet they don't know if people, they say, okay, you might be comfortable in your living. They might be.
What people got to understand when you're dealing with black folks, and to me, to be honest with you, it ain't easy to fool it ain't hard to fool black people. But the problem is black people been fooled so often, we don't know who to believe.
Right.
All you have to do is show some truth to something working, and black people are going to be willing to do it. These fools don't even provide this. Let me give the Mississippi campaign an issue with them. This guy coming out talking about we should join the Mississippi campaign, right? I asked him questions. Is this an organization, religion? He didn't want to answer. How many members do you have? You don't even have no members. No members. You have no people that we just talk to people, and if they want to come, they can come. If they don't, they don't. So, dude, you have no consistent following that we can draw from.
Right.
Like, if you had 50 people that joined, 25 people, 100 people, you have no consistency with interacting with other people to make this reality.
Right. You got to do something.
So why should somebody in Texas, I don't know, you sound like you from the East Coast or the East Coast?
Yep.
You're from New York. Why would you uproot yourself from New York to Mississippi without they're not providing anything for you?
Right.
But you want me to give my money, which I don't mind doing. I don't mind investing my money into something. But you haven't provided anything worthwhile for me to even take that risk. It's no different from me going to Vegas and gambling.
That's right.
You know,
And the
funny part is
the guy is originally from Mississippi.
Yes.
So that's the funny part. So he escaped Mississippi to go to the St. Louis area because nothing's happening in Mississippi.
But you
want other people to go back, and you're not going back.
So my thing is this. What I can say is this, man. I did my research on Jackson, Mississippi. Man, yeah, Jackson, Mississippi, huh?
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, man. In about 8 to 10 years, Jackson, Mississippi may be the next Atlanta. That's how, as far as black, it has a majority. It's a majority black city. There are a lot of black people moving to Jackson, Mississippi, and they're starting businesses. It's starting to become another Atlanta. Now, Jackson, Mississippi has some hope. Now, as far as the rest of the state, all the other shit he talking about, I don't know about all that. Now, if he told me we should develop a base in Jackson, Mississippi, I'd be on that. Where just like remember that those 18 families in Alabama, they bought like 100 acres of land.
Oh, okay.
So I think something like that. They've done that. They're trying to create a whole little subdivision, a little sub city area.
Okay, see now, but at least they actually put something on the table.
Yeah, they put money. They actually bought the land. Now all they're doing right now is trying to get the water pipe, the water work, and all that different stuff. That's their next step. But they bought the land.
Okay.
They bought the land. Yeah.
Now you got one guy in the city, they bought land that's making moves. That's something you can follow. But now you got a guy who is not putting up money, not putting up time, not putting up his body, but he wants you to go out there because he's repeated this over and over again. He said, you go out and make it happen. I'm too old for this. I'm not doing this. You do it. But it's your idea.
Man, it's your idea. My thing is, you see, this is the problem, man. It's the wrong people. The people who should be doing these type of things are people that they won't listen to. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say I stated, man, I want to create mental health facilities to provide for black kids so that they don't have to get put on medication. Let's say I wanted to do a black mental health agency for every major city, right? Where I can train. Not only do I train, not only will I provide services for black people for an affordable rate. I'm talking medication, counseling, therapy, interact, all the services. But I'm also going to train social workers, therapists, psychologists, substance abuse counselors, psychiatrists. Now, let's say I did that, right? And I got one facility. Say I use my own facility, and I try to open up in multiple cities. And I say I need community donations. This is going to be the black-owned hospital, black-owned this and that. They would not follow me. They would not listen to me, man. They wouldn't do it. But they'll take a fool to come out there talking loud, talking crazy. They'll listen to that shit, or they'll give that attention more than they would give a person that's already proven to be successful in the area. They'll try to ask me all kind of dumb questions, try to, vet me to death. And before you know it, I don't have the energy to do it. I'm just being honest.
Right. But you got, when it comes to black people, there are people who know how to sell something without something. Then there are people who have something, they don't know how to sell it. Just like, I hate to say it, but a lot of black businesses, there are people out there who will start a business, but they don't have any marketing, advertising skills.
Hey, brother up in here right now, man. He hearing you talk right now.
Yeah, he's always lurking around, but he never wants to take live questions because he's too afraid. How are you going to be trying to lead people somewhere? Now, he'll say he's not a leader, but you want to lead people someplace, but yet you're too afraid to address the crowd.
Come up, brother up. Come up and talk to us. Have a discussion.
I mean, strong leaders that want to get free. How you going to tell people to get free if you're too afraid of the public.
Right.
It's just questions. That's all. So he says you let the troll exploit you. You don't care nothing about you. You come up and speak for yourself. See, people call people trolls because they disagree or they can't refute what people say.
Right.
But you got the floor. The time
Man,
is.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest problem with brother up and up with, and I think that this is where he's going wrong with. You can't be on the internet that makes up a lot of different pro-black organizations and religious organizations, along with people who practice certain types of religion and certain types of spiritual concepts, and tell all of them you wrong. You should not believe in none of that mess, but you should follow me. You're offending people. Number one, whatever they believe in shouldn't even matter. It don't matter if you are a Hebrew Israelite and I'm a Christian. This is about black people. No matter, we should have the right to practice whatever we want to. Why should we just let that go do this and come follow me and I don't believe in nothing, all that mess, the Nation of Islam? Bro, you can't go up in here offending the very people you trying to bring into your organization.
Right. See, that sounds like a cult type of situation,
Exactly. And that's what I told him. I said, man, y'all sound like a cult. There's another thing, man. Him and that lady, sister something. When I let them talk, man, they was trying to tell me on my platform, you need to listen to us and let us talk. We trying to tell you something. I'm like, excuse me, this my shit. What the fuck like now I was like, I like brother up and up, but I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all talk down on the black community about what they believe in. And he know that.
Now I'll tell you this. Okay.
Nah, go ahead, because I mean he knows that. I'm like, man, you shouldn't be talking bad about these people.
I told the guy before, I said, you're a good speaker because you came from the Nation of Islam. They teach people how to speak, so he knows how to excite the senses. But after a while, people keep hearing the same thing. I've been locked up in the crazy house for 10 years. Hate Farrakhan. I want to get free. The Mississippi campaign. After we keep hearing it over and over again with no action. When is the action going to take place?
We're the guest. Yeah, you were the guest, but I'm the host, and being the host has to have control and structure. I'm just not gonna let people just say the hell they want to say. I do have hospitality. Come on, Angel up and up. You know better than that. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
he's being hospitable right now to me.
Stop,
if you look at his videos all over YouTube, you see what he does. He can't be friends with anybody. He always has to have a beef with somebody. He's supposed to go on Sidnetter's show. That's what he said. Sidnetter dissed him, so he made a diss video about him. Morris TV. He went on his show, and he didn't be able to do what he wanted to do, so he made a diss video about him. Sister Noble was with that Nepal.
I saw that.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
You know why? And I bet she tried to overtalk Nepal, huh?
I think so.
That's exactly what she did. I know what she did.
And Angel Snupnup, he made a diss video on Nepal.
Why?
Because she disrespected him. She didn't let him speak. So he made an hour-long diss video.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it this thing about everybody supposed to let you speak just freely without them having control, man? You can't.
Right, you can't answer questions.
Yeah, you can't ask no questions. What he wants is somebody to put them on a platform and have a monologue for an hour, and you don't say nothing but just listen to them preach. That's not even good video. They don't even constitute a good show.
You're supposed to ask questions.
And I don't say nothing. You're supposed to ask questions and stop, and they won't worry. They say, you see, the Nation of Islam, they taught you this. That shit don't matter. They ain't do nothing. And then the Hebrew Israelite and Jeremiah Yorkin and the Wapians and then, the Moors, they didn't do this. And those people saying crap. They don't do this. And then people believe in Jesus. And then you believe in, stop, man. You offending everybody that's watching you right now.
Right. Let me tell you this.
And I respect all religions. But go ahead.
I was the first one to interview Sister Noble before that Nepal jumped on. This guy said he was supposed to come on my show to be interviewed and explain his Mississippi campaign. He said he was coming on. He lied to me. He never did. he kept running. No, he really did. He lied. He never came on because he's afraid. He knows I'm going to ask the hardcore questions. because I'm not letting anybody escape without asking the pertinent questions.
The real questions.
So that's why he keeps running and creating a fake beef and acting as if we have a problem because he does not want me asking questions. That's why he won't come on now, because he knows I'm going to ask questions. And when he can't answer them, he's going to look stupid in front of the people. That's the problem.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
All I can say is that I'm gonna email him because he'll come up, man.
He's saying right now, remove me. That's what he's saying. He'll come on. Get me out of here.
He's been on here twice. And to be honest with you, I should have had Angel up and up on here every week, to be honest with you. Because
even if he doesn't answer my questions, I want him to answer your people's questions.
I'm gonna say this. The first interview we had, people didn't really get him. They didn't understand where he was coming from. But that second he came on, they was all in that shit. The second interview, they was all in it, man. And so I hadn't brought him on since. I come over there and he posted my stuff. He had some reviews on me. I mean, we good, man. We cordial. I mean, I love to have debates and you know.
He doesn't. He likes to say he has, like he says right now. I came on his platform. He said he smashed me. We never had it. The one impromptu debate we had, he got destroyed because he can't deal with me. Nobody ever beats me in a debate. That's number one. I don't care who you are. So he can't. He knows that. That's why he fears me. But he has stage fright, which you can't. If you're trying to lead people someplace, you got to be brave. You can't be a scaredy cat, man. You got to be brave. Right. You know what I mean? So how are you going to have an Operation Exodus and you can't articulate it to the people? Now, there's another guy. There's another guy, Maurice Muhammad. He has his Mississippi initiative. He came on. Right. He articulated it to the people. And everybody, his first appearance on my show, he looked horrible. But he was brave enough to come back. He explained it. He explained his Mississippi initiative. People say, okay, now I'm with you. I'm with you, Muhammad. Instead of this guy Snupnup explaining his, he's trying to ride the coattails of Muhammad's actual physical efforts and trying to combine it and acting like whatever Muhammad does, that's what he's doing, even though their philosophies are different on the whole matter, you know, because Muhammad is black first. Angel Snupnup, he said, now here's what he said. He said he's for freedom, justice, and equality for all people. All, not black. All. So that negates any Mississippi campaign need. If you're for all people, you might as well stay here, leave it as it is. And that's what he's doing because he's never going to do this Mississippi campaign.
Now, to be honest with you, looking at it from a strategic standpoint, if that was a state that I would choose to want to have, if black people were given one state, Mississippi would be high on the list. I'm going to be honest with you. It would have to be a southern state but that has good farmland. And Mississippi has a lot of good farmland. And they got some resources. Mississippi would be a state that I would choose. In all actually, it ain't a bad choice.
Right.
The problem with Mississippi is the people, the backwards thinking, the racist people you got to deal with, the backwards thought. I mean, it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff that we would have to go through that you probably would not have to deal with in other states.
Right.
But it does now. As far as farmland, the cheapness to start a business and starting off small, and to me, Mississippi is a state where you can start a business with nothing and build it up.
Right.
I mean, so it makes sense. It's cost effective. It's near the Gulf of Mexico. They got oil in the south of it. You got good farmland. You got some other minerals and resources and so forth. I mean, it's not a bad state.
Right, lower population.
You got a low population, but a low standard of living.
Right. So, I mean, like I told him, I said it's a good idea, but he had a 3-year anniversary of it. I'm like, okay, well, it's been 3 years, but I mean, the only thing that's been happening so far is you still announcing it. I mean, get to it. If I start something, if I say, you know what, people, I got something great. You go there, it's going to change your life. And I say, you go there, I'll meet you there in 10 years. That's not gonna sound good. But if you see
Nope.
me packing my bags and getting out of there right now, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta see what this is all about because he's going there.
Put your own money into it, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was actually thinking about doing a project, an all black type of project, but I don't know if I want to at this point in my career. Do I want to extend the energy that it's going to take to do it? You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of energy.
Right.
I want to give a shout out to Muslim for the $10 cash app. Appreciate that. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Yeah. See, my man keeps saying remove the so-called troll. See, this is what I keep trying to do with this guy. I'm trying to get this guy to be brave. If you can't face, he calls me faceless trash. And what he'll tell everybody there's sewer rats and losers. Yeah. And I guarantee you disagree with him or say something he doesn't like, he'll make diss videos about you. He already sneak dissed you already in a few videos. So, yeah. So he's gonna do all out. He's gonna go all out. So I keep trying to get this guy to be brave to erase his fears. But see, when you don't want to arrest your fears, then what you're really trying to do is you're trying to let it be known that you don't plan on doing anything with this Mississippi campaign. People who are serious, they're not going to wait 3 years from conception to getting busy. Once you come up with the concept, you start getting busy.
What I'm going to say to this, man, the best way, man, if you're going to do something like that, you got to show you're financially vested in it. Like, you got to show that you got something. It don't have to be grand. It don't have to be huge, but you got to just show you doing something. Something is functional for black people to give their money. All you have to show is something is functional. It don't even have to matter the quality that it's operating, but is it functional? Because black people are willing to take a chance on something functional.
Right.
As far as them giving it money. But if you ain't got shit and you try to do all that, there's gonna be a problem.
Now I say this between the Mississippi campaign. Now you listening, Angel? Between the Mississippi campaign and the BAIO, obviously the Mississippi campaign is something black people would be more willing to do because we're not going to no Africa, some strange land with some strange wildlife.
Yeah, my thing with this, man, like going to Africa is not a bad thing, but my thing is this, man. Same thing in Africa, man. And I talked about this. I have an African channel called Burkina Faso Cassine TV. And I looked up my actual African ancestry, and I got a show that talks about African issues, particularly in Burkina Faso and on the continent. But my thing is that if I'm trying to do a repatriate back to Africa, I need to already have something in place. So when people come there, they have something to look forward to and they can transition. People are not willing to already take the risk of going from a first world country, the top of the world, to going to something that's at the bottom of the world. That's too big of a change in lifestyle, and don't know what the hell I'm gonna eat.
I always tell people living in projects in this country is better than living in middle class in Africa.
Man, no, forget upper middle class.
Oh shit!
I'm serious, man. Really, if you look at the flats, like say in England, a flat. I've seen a flat in England is like the standard: a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 500 to 600 square foot. Man, I've seen people that got Section 8 housing living in a 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom house.
Mm.
Come on, man. It ain't even. Come on, man. They got people that got $1,500-$1,600 Section 8 voucher living like they're in an upper middle class level.
The Africans can't even build a paved road yet with lines on.
They don't have the money. I mean, now what Africa? Let me tell you this, man. All African countries have to do is offer us citizenship, offer us free citizenship, and allow us to use our money in a manner that we can make sure that the rules and the laws and so forth can be in a way that we can invest and make money, and we'll be willing to do it. You have to make it. You have to make it economically valuable for us to do it. But you have to give us citizenship. You have to allow us to have some type of governmental influence so that we can make the money and then develop the country.
But to see the population of whatever country, they're not going to go for that.
Exactly. So my thing is, I don't want to hear this stuff about y'all. We should come to Africa and invest. Yes, we should. There's a lot of opportunities there, and Africa has a young population. They have over 200 million people between the ages of 15 and 29. It's a young population. 20 billion people. You have a young workforce. The standard of living is very low, and the American dollar goes tenfold.
Shit, there ain't no standard of living.
Huh?
Said there ain't no standard of living.
No, there's certain like Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. They have decent. Like,
yeah, but South Africa, I just miss South Africa because that's a white structure.
Yeah, no, but there's certain countries, but you got something to work with.
So you see this guy saying he's going live tomorrow. See, he'll go live tomorrow, talk behind your back, but when you're right here, my man ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, man, that's how he operate. What's up, we on lock?
Bummed. Just bummed.
Why are you bummed?
Well, as I stated before, Rome wasn't built in one day. And clearly I have a lot to learn about debating Negroes with the same talking points. But it's not like I'm gonna commit suicide or anything, so don't think that. Just gotta get better, that's all. Just gotta get better. But
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I actually thought you was gonna win easily, man. Were you coming from work? Were you tired off of work? You seemed like your mind wasn't in it, man. You kind of seemed a little,
You're right. I told Be Accountable. I got off of work at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock his time, and I was in my car. And
I know
it was already 100 degrees out. So, I mean, I was kind of tired, but it was no excuse because you got to show up. You got to show up.
Right. I just because you just didn't seem like, man. You just look tired. So I just looked at it from that perspective. What's up, Tiff? What's up, Queen?
Hey D, how are you?
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Hey, we unlock. I hope you're doing well. Oh gosh, Alquan, he dropped off. I was just tapping in to have a quick fangirl moment. Like seriously. I used to really listen to and follow his content. Like I used to listen religiously. He would hold Sonetta accountable and bang on him and all that. Not in a rude or disrespectful way, but just kind of hold him accountable. So it's really cool that he tapped in on your platform. That's real cool.
Yeah, I've heard him before. I mean, he came in a couple times, like months ago, I think, over a month ago, and I know when Angel Up and Up first began doing interviews with me, he kind of showed up and was in the chat a little bit. So I guess that's more of in the pro-black sector. The more like really into the pro-black sector. So I didn't know he and Angel Up and Up have had some back and forths and so forth. So he kind of wanted to highlight that. So that was pretty cool. But I've heard of him before.
Yeah. No, I just thought that was really, really cool. You got the heavy hitters coming through. Let me find out.
And
we did a great job. Don't beat yourself up. You showed up. So, there are a lot of people who have, scheduled and said, oh, I'm going to debate this one in the heat of the moment.
Exactly.
And they didn't come through. So you actually showed up and came through. So that's what's up.
So what do you think about Rev G bitched out on me, Tiffany?
When did that happen? And how do you know? Like, how, did he?
Be Accountable came up about 40 minutes ago and told us.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not. I knew he was not going to follow through with that. I just knew that. So no,
Oh,
I'm
you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. D?
No,
no.
he dropped out. Reds dropped out.
Yeah, and I'm just basing that off of prior behavior.
He
Um,
he actually backed out of a. I never forget. We had a interview I had with him back in I want to say December or January. No, it was December, November of last year. Um, Matter of fact, I was picking up a client from a mental health hospital when me and Rev G agreed to do to go on his channel and have a debate. And an hour after we set that up, he backed out of it and said he don't like the stuff that I'm saying about the LGBT community, so I'm not going to do it. So he's, but
I think I think Gerald says things in the moment, and
right,
then you know, he changes his mind. But to be fair, D, to be fair, because the same thing happened with someone who shall remain unnamed. You kind of go into attack mode, and that can be intimidating. And I'm just being fair. We're already dealing with somebody, seriously, who's kind of hesitant about engaging. And so once, the appointment or the debate or whatever is set up, then, you get in your bag or whatever. And, remember, what is that saying? Like honey attracts flies, or is it shit? I don't know what it is. But
like
yeah,
bees.
like, yeah, yeah.
Well,
So,
I think this,
know,
Tiffany. He the one that rose the stakes up, acting on impulse, saying whoever loses have to leave the sector. I
absolutely.
didn't. He did that. I didn't do that. I was like, okay, I was fine with it. I actually laughed at that when he said it. I'm like, I am very confident that I can win his debate. I'm like, I have no worries about beating Gerald in a debate. I've already debunked things that he said already. I've already had bouts with him before. I was in no way anxious or hesitant about debating Gerald and winning. By no means.
And we know that, but my point is, hold your peace and to that moment, because some of the things that you say can scare these people off. That's all. And I'm not putting it on you and saying it's your
Right?
fault, but I'm just saying we have to know who we're dealing with.
Right.
So let's scare them
But you know I was gonna be
away.
triggered because see he went back into this thing about lying about now you've been following me.
Yeah, of
You
course,
and other people
absolutely.
that have followed me. He tried to lie and say I tried to interject. I interjected myself into this sector back,
Yeah.
back in
You didn't.
2009. Huh?
You didn't.
No, I
Mm-mm.
didn't. But that's what he stated. He claimed that I came in and attacked as if I attacked anti-Afro first. Like I just came in charging at them on all types of things against Umar. That really, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiffany, that really ticked me off a little bit because that was a blatant lie.
The thing about it, my question and my concerns and my issues with Gerald is irrespective of who attacked whom first, the level they took it to,
Right,
as far as contacting advertisers and boards and things like that based off of a disagreement. And another issue, and another question that I have for Gerald that I thought would have been a great debate topic is he claims to be a Christian and a follower of Jesus Christ, and extend grace and mercy on people, but he picks at people and he pokes and he's an aggressor and he provokes, and the Bible clearly talks about not provoking others. So I just find it very, very bizarre how he
right,
reconciles his behavior with others, with his Christianity, because I'm a Christian myself. So
right,
I find his actions really, really confusing,
right.
in how he engages others. The Bible is very clear about not provoking others and also not being vengeful.
Right.
The Bible
What
clearly
Tiffany,
says vengeance is his.
what
So
Tiffany, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I'm done. It's just it's a lot of things about him that really confuse me. But I try not to make it my confusion. And I think maybe it's just his confusion. I'm not sure. But yeah,
Well,
it's really weird.
well, his behaviors have been very inconsistent, just as his interpretation of the Bible is somewhat convoluted. So if your interpretation of the Bible is convoluted and so forth, you're going to do things that are not necessarily indicative of what the Bible says you should do. And so I'm pretty sure his response would be somewhat reflective of that he sees things the way he sees it. I mean, we were literally reading out Bible verses to him, and he was actually saying that it said certain things that it actually didn't say verbatim. So if you can't accept simple Bible verses that say a man shouldn't lay with a man, but you sit there and interpret that as, well, he didn't really mean it said a man shouldn't lay with a man. It should mean something else. I mean, what kind of credibility do you have? That's just, that's basic. I mean, how can you interpret that as meaning something else when it clearly says that?
Well, Second Timothy verse 3 says, Second Timothy verse 3, not verse 3, verse 2, chapter 3 says that men would be lovers of themselves. So obviously he loves himself enough to be in that number, to be a hypocrite of the Bible. And maybe it's because of some other things he's been through, and I'm not saying what they are because I don't know that man. But whatever demons he's going through right now, he clearly wants to throw it at somebody. So why not you? Why not throw all these things at you? And you clearly have done nothing. I mean, you don't talk you don't talk about his wife. He claims you talk about his wife.
I never
That's
talk about
the only thing I want. Yeah, exactly. That's what he keeps saying all day. But nobody cares about your wife. Nobody cares about how you feel, and nobody even cares about your feelings about LGBTQ community. So I think this is something that is due for self. And so what he has to do is basically clear out and work, heal himself. Heal himself from all the demons that's actually hurt him. And possibly maybe he'll change, but then again, it's hard for a man like that to change. That's my opinion.
right. Well, my thing is that Gerald doesn't want to. It's hard to change when you don't think you have a problem, and
Correct.
Gerald said everybody else is the problem, and he's not the problem. So good luck on that. I mean, my thing is that, listen, yes, I do agree. I was aggressive in my interaction with him. It could be a bit imposing. I felt I had the right to do so, particularly in some of the things that he was saying that were greatly
Out of line, out of pocket.
yeah, out of line, and those were lies. My thing was that I didn't even know who Anti-Afro was until after she actually created about 5 videos about me within 3 days. She did about 5 videos about me until one of my subscribers emailed me and told me, you need to watch this video. This crazy lady is talking about you. I never forget. I click on the link. I see her talking about me with my face on the screen, saying all kinds of stuff that's lies about me. And then for the next 2 or 3 days, I saw more and more videos until even somebody in the manosphere, in the beef sector, because I was watching a couple of people in the beef sector that said that they saw me on a panel and they got up there and started laughing at me and said, you better leave that crazy lady alone. This is when I didn't know anything about her. She said that, and this lady told, it was a female. It's a lady, she lives in Houston, matter of fact. She stated, please leave this crazy lady alone, because if you continue with her, she will never, ever stop. And that was her direct words to me. And I just took it like whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I found it to be true. It didn't take but a week for me to find out how true it was, but this lady is out of her mind. This lady has.
She lives in the same state. She lives in the same state as you.
No, she lives in California. No, I'm talking about the lady that knew of Anti-Afro before I did.
Oh.
I didn't even know who this lady was.
Okay.
This lady told me on a panel that be careful with her because she will never stop. This lady is crazy and she won't stop. And I just took it tongue in cheek and was like, whatever, you know. But I found it. She won't stop. She is very compulsive in the things that she's saying do. And the thing about it, every claim she has made against Umar has been unsubstantiated, unproven, and there were no consequences. Let's look at it from there. For all the hours of well, I'm talking about the off the line research, contacting FBI, government agencies, all of the hours, the man hours that she put in trying to bring this man down, nothing has, not even, no charges, nothing, no arrests, nothing has happened to Umar in regards to any work that she's put in. Absolutely nothing.
Who in the hell puts themselves in position to do all that? It's nothing but the devil himself. Who the hell does that? Who the hell has time to do all that? And he hasn't. And it's like you said, he hasn't done one crime. True. I mean, I met the man. I met the man yesterday. Right.
Right.
I looked into it. Now I can easily say you can look into a man's eyes and you can easily tell that he's not a mass murderer or rapist or anything like that. But he don't even look it. He don't even talk like that. Yes,
Did you have a conversation with him, or you just spoke?
Brief, very brief. He did invite me out to dinner, but I was already on the other side of town.
Okay.
So but you could talk to the other Tiff about it because she had dinner with him. So, but everything was cool. Everything was cool. But like I said, you can look at him, you could tell he's not that dude at all. But I could be wrong.
Right.
Because every man has his flaw, and every woman has his flaw. But the thing about it is, it's that balance that we need, because not everybody can be all good and everybody can be all bad. But what type of energy are we tapping into? And so this is what I say to, what's his name again? Gerald Palmer. Okay. That's what I'm basically saying about this. I don't know nothing about this cat. He just seems to have a slick way about him. How old is he?
Rev G is like 47, 48.
47, 48, and you're acting this way?
Yeah, I think he's in his late 40s or early 50s. I think he's about 48.
Back in my day, we never acted this way. Not like that, at least, no. But I guess these are the times of computers. And we can get away, and we can say and get away with anything about computers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know that dude.
Do you think he would really answer your questions? You think your FG would want to answer your questions?
My questions?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even interested in him answering my questions. I would never engage him or anything like that. I'm just curious. I wouldn't even ask him or seek a response.
Do you watch his content?
I tap in. Okay, yeah, I do tap in occasionally, and because
yeah.
I don't want to go as far as to say I like Gerald, but he's not. He don't. He can grow on you. He don't strike me as someone that necessarily or particularly means harm. It's really weird. Like I do tap in this channel to see what he's saying and what he's talking about. I do listen to his perspective regarding certain things, and in fact, most things, even if I disagree, just to get an understanding of where he's coming from. Um, it's just it's really bizarre. It's very, very bizarre. No, just the whole dichotomy, just the whole situation. I'm not necessarily saying he's bizarre. It's just, the perspective and the viewpoints, that everybody sees everything out of. He sees things a certain way. Other people, it just is what it is. Um, but when you get into attacking people's livelihood and being aggressive,
Yeah.
um, regarding, and this isn't his first merry-go-round with things like this.
Nope.
That's what troubles me about him, or not necessarily troubles me because he's not my problem, but what I find troublesome because he
Yeah.
got into a bunch of drama with the Trump people, and
Yeah.
and some people were threatening him and his wife and his family, and it's like, why do you keep inserting yourself, in these situations and engaging? That is so weird.
It is.
Uh,
And
you know,
he got Nelson Noble fired from his job and stuff, and just all of this extra stuff,
that's
man.
absolutely disgraceful. That's
Yeah.
absolutely disgraceful. Yes, Nelson Nobles was wrong for calling him and leaving that hateful message. However, what do you expect when you provoke people? When
Yeah.
you provoke, and poke, you're going to get a response. And now you're going to punish that person for responding? As a Christian, we're taught not to provoke. So that, it's real unfortunate. It's real unfortunate. And I would think he would know better,
Well, my
especially if he
thing,
read his Bible.
yeah, but see, Tiffany, again, I understand you're using it from a Christian perspective, but he doesn't he from his perspective, he doesn't interpret the Bible like most Christians interpret the Bible. And I think that's where the disconnect comes. He doesn't see certain things the same way you may interpret it from a logical basis or the way you was probably trained in the church. He was kicked out of a church that was more evangelical in nature. And he decided to create something else that was an alternative to the principles, the basic principles of the Bible. So when you have a person like that, they may not see sin and see right and wrong the same way you do. They see it in a different manner. So that may be his position. I mean, he just doesn't interpret things that you would. If you would read a verse, you read the same verse, he's going to interpret it differently from you. So, I mean, he may not see. I don't think Gerald sees sin the same way the typical Christians view sin. I don't think he sees it the same way because I remember 2 years ago when Gerald was on our panel, when we started talking about various types of sins such as adultery, homosexuality, lying, um, um, fornication. Gerald had a bit of a different perspective of those things. It wasn't the way you're used to hearing. He had a different perception of those things.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. He didn't.
Perception.
He didn't see sin the same way. He saw. Matter of fact, he was leaning in the perspective of he don't even believe in real sin.
So
Oh,
what does he define sin then?
I'm gonna be
That
honest
don't
with
make
you. As Tiffany stated, I left confused also when it comes to that. We actually had a biblical discussion about I forgot what it was, something on homosexuality, and then we started going into all kinds of other stuff about the Bible, and I didn't understand where this guy was coming from. This guy had such off the wall perspectives that to me were not consistent of anything that I've ever heard in my life. And I didn't even know how to respond to it. But that's what he believed in. Who am I to tell somebody what they can't believe in? And see, that's why he stated earlier on BA's platform is that when he talked to me, I was muted. Yes, I did. I muted him for a reason because he was saying so much false things about Christianity and God. I couldn't stand to hear it. So yes, I did get frustrated and do that.
I think he's one of those people who are blind, and even though you get those people that actually you get those people that actually have their eyes open, but clearly they're blind. They're legally blind. How can you be it's like you said before. How can you be a Christian but yet you don't see sin the same way? First of all, even nature tells you what is sinful because of how how the world works. It's like
That's the thing, brother.
my mentor told me. It's like my mentor.
But we don't like this. Brother said that human beings, you're not born with a gender, with a sex. You have the right to choose what you want to be.
Oh, not this again.
I'm just being honest.
I hear you.
Said that. I mean, Tiffany, how am I supposed to respond to a person that says that I'm not born with a sex? I mean, what am I supposed to say?
I wouldn't even, because we're specifically. I wouldn't even go that deep. I can't even get that far because I'm stuck on him identifying as a Christian and the grace and mercy part. I can't imagine. And of course, like in my lifetime, people have done egregious things to me. I have been offended. People have done things to me, but I have never attacked somebody's livelihood or, oh my gosh, I can't even fathom calling someone's job and getting them fired because I don't care. They could call me, leave a message, call me all kinds of bitches and hoes. And particularly if I provoke them, hell, it just, so I can't even go that deep. Because that's very, that's anti-Christian to me. That's antichrist behavior. It's very Luciferian, in my opinion. And it's just weird. So I can't even get into those deeper conversations because just the inability to extend brotherly love and the grace and mercy to other people that Christ extended to us.
Mercy.
Exactly, because but for the grace of God, there goes I. You know what I mean? If somebody called my job every time I called and cut somebody out and left a message saying something wild, me and my kids would be outside on the street, homeless and hungry.
Exactly. So, it's crazy.
That's really sick to me. And whatever, but to each their own.
That was capital punishment back in the day. If you were even caught with that, you would be hung or banished. Like these third world countries, if you're even caught, let's just say this, if you're even caught cheating, they will massacre you. For real. So you're talking about a sin that basically doesn't exist. So you're basically benefiting from a European particular standpoint of man boy love. There's no other way I can slice it. You're benefiting from this European concept. So do we have to look at Gerald Palmer as a supremacist? Should we look at him as a white supremacist lover?
No,
we don't have to. But I don't know what to say, man. Really, be honest with you, I really don't want to have any assessment.
I'm just saying that's just kind of suspect to me.
Go into a place by himself and go do what he wants to do, and I don't have to, because I don't talk about Gerald. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I get angry. I'm actually past the stuff that he attempted to do, because from a legal standpoint, it was minor things they had to pay money for. It was minor. It was very minor shit that didn't result in. It was frivolous accusations, but I still had to pay money to handle it. That's what It was water under the bridge. But when you get here and you face me or interact with others, and you still speak to me in a manner in which I'm guilty of things because you don't agree with it, but from a legal standpoint, they've been dealt with. I get angry about that. I'm like, it's just like somebody, you went to court, you were indicted, you were proven to be not guilty, but people are still throwing the shit in your face that you did it and you didn't. Like OJ or some shit, you know? Like,
Right.
man, you did some shit that didn't even go to the first level. They basically read the complaint you made, and they told you it didn't warrant any type of action against me, and they just threw the shit out. And they gave a letter saying this was a complaint. It was we felt it didn't translate to any ethical violations. That's it. We ended it, and we filed whatever, and we basically closed the case. Period. That's all it. I basically had to spend the money just for that to happen. Not just one complaint, but 2 complaints. And then the same thing happened with Anti-Afro, Andrea Stewart, and Lennon Honor. They do the exact same January of this year. They filed complaints. They read the complaints. They gave me a minor warning, and they closed the case. But my lawyer, I have to go to my lawyer to protect myself, and have to pay for this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. Right. That's what I'm telling people now. Like, that's just like saying, what if I got like 3 or 4 of this bullshit stuff every month? Well, I got to constantly go to my lawyer to deal with this shit and write letters. That gets a bit annoying for me to have to spend money on BS. Now, does it amount to anything? No, it doesn't. Am I concerned or losing sleep behind it? No, because I know it's bullshit. But I still have to spend money.
I'd have got my money back. If that would have been me.
I mean, I got to constantly do this. I've done this now. This has been what? How many times I had to go to my lawyer behind? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 times. This is like
I would have gotten my money back.
I had to go to my lawyer about the what is it called, the open path situation that required multiple interactions with my lawyer and so forth. Jesus. You know, and then there was another situation they did. I had to go to him about the right. I'm like, this is like to my insurance companies. They had to I think it was Aetna Insurance. We had to write Aetna Insurance about the shit that Gerald Palmer did. Now, did it cost me a lot of money? No, to me it wasn't a lot of money, but it was enough where I'm like, why am I spending this kind of money for this BS?
It's money, nevertheless.
Yeah, it's money. It wasn't a lot, but it's enough where, like, is this what my existence on YouTube is going to be like? Every time I say something, somebody don't agree, they want to attack my business and attack my license and shit. Like, really? I mean,
but that's how some people are.
Just get out of here. Go ahead, Tiffany.
No, I was just saying the answer is yes. And while, it's very unfortunate, but, this issue you're having is not unique to you. Anybody who engages on YouTube, people dox, people call jobs, they call CPS, they call, the IRS, all kinds of weirdo shit.
Crazy, man.
So
I think that's the same thing that I said today. I guess that didn't get get any points across.
Oh, what you said about on the debate?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Oh well.
I just make a decision not to engage these people. D, you've made the decision to engage these people.
Yeah, I did.
So
I did.
There you have it.
So do you think this is going to be over between you two?
No.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't have nothing to say to Reverend Gerald. He's really not relevant at all. His channel sucks. Nobody really pays attention to him. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. The only thing he has is seniority, that he's been in the space a long time. If it wasn't for that, nobody really would care what Rev G is saying, to be honest with you. I was cordial with Rev G, and Tiffany could attest to that. I allowed Rev G to come on my panels a lot. Matter of fact, Rev G was the first person I ever interviewed on my channel.
Yeah.
The very first person. I mean, I allowed him at one until he verbally uh wanted to hurt me. You know, he verbally threatened me to come to Kansas City. He was going to kick my ass. He
I
did
remember
that.
that was
Yeah, he
yeah.
did all of these things. But most of this stuff that Gerald did, he actually said it on my panel, on my channel.
Yeah, he said that with his chest. He meant that. Yeah, he said that.
Yeah,
I remember.
He was actually for real though.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he
He
said
was
it.
actually.
He said he was going to pay for the ticket.
Yeah.
I would love to
And you
see
know
that.
what? 2 months later, I had the opportunity because I have family that lives in Kansas City, and my aunt died. I think 2 months after Gerald did that, and I could have went to Kansas City and met Gerald, but I chose not to engage. I didn't have time for that bullshit. I got shit to do. I got shit to lose of me fucking around, getting into an altercation and
Yeah,
all.
no, crazy.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
We're grown ass men. What do I look like in my
Yeah.
position going to meet up
Yeah,
with Gerald and having a fight? You know,
that says everything about your sensitivity. Mm.
I mean, what
So
do
you're
I
gonna
look
pick.
like?
You want to pick a fight. Mm. You
You know,
willing to pick? You willing to pick a fight with another grown man from a from a different city and different state? Get out of here.
yeah, he was serious.
It-
He said he was going to pay for the ticket. He asked me to come to his house in front of his house and fight.
Now, if you were in the
This is
same
a pastor.
city
Hold
as
on.
me,
This is a pastor. This is a man of the cloth, allegedly,
See,
supposedly.
that's what throws me, D. That part, that's
Yeah,
what throws me.
right.
That's what throws me. You identify as a reverend, I'm a preacher's daughter. I was raised in the church. I quote the Bible backwards and forwards to him. So that's why that's what throws me. Like from point A, that throws me. His behavior. It
Yeah,
is the antithesis of Christianity. That is not how we are supposed to behave as Christians.
right.
We're supposed
well,
to be to
I
others.
guess he's saying. I guess he's saying, well, heaven has suffered violence, and the violence suffered by force. I guess.
Gerald said he was willing to kick my ass. He wanted to kick my ass in front of his house. I thought it was funny, but I mean, this is a pastor who's supposed to be an example to others, and you're doing nothing different than what a thug would do. Would want to settle his differences with someone through violence.
Mm, I just don't. Okay, I don't want any. Well, that nah. I'll settle my statements for some other time. That's just weird, man.
But that happened though. That was real.
That's fucking. It may be real, but that's just. It's just something sinister about this whole. About him. Yeah.
But
Yes.
he's not the only one. There are other people that think just like him. Anti-Afro Svengali thinks like he does. Lennon Honor thinks like he does. If you hear
Honors a
Lennon
damn.
Honor now, the
Yeah.
language that Lennon Honor uses is very harsh language right now.
He always used. He always had used profound, profanity and all that other shit. But
Not at the level he's doing it now.
well, hey, he's trying to be. I guess he's trying to be known again. That's all. He's just trying to be known again. But that's kind of funny because I don't think Umar like stated him, but I think he did because he said some shit about the manosphere too. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that was years in the making, man. The manosphere has hated on Umar Johnson, and I've debated at least 4 or 5 people on Umar Johnson, the manosphere, in the last 2 years. So that was going to happen. I can remember people. To me, be honest with you, the manosphere started going in on Umar after the conscious scripture back in 2016. When that happened, they've been going in on Umar ever since.
I want to debate, and this would be a good practice for me. I want to debate the dude that said he was going to strangle a woman each time she smiles or some shit that he said.
Oh, you talking about
Remember?
MOT?
Yeah.
That was crazy. That MOT out of his mind, man. That guy is he's in Las Vegas.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he lives in Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, tell him
MOT,
to holler at a brother.
Yeah, I spoken to MOT offline before. He has a
Okay.
a very successful trucking company.
Okay.
And I don't even know why to say a guy of his success, why is he so angry, man? Like you're blessed, man. You have a thriving business. I mean, you're doing a lot, and you have, he owns like a dozen trucks. I mean,
he's not married, is he?
No, he's not married, but he is. He's one of those SYSBM brothers that don't believe in black women. So he went and got him a dirty feet, uneducated Cambodian woman straight out the jungle.
Okay. All right.
He's with a Cambodian woman. She's like in her mid to late 20s, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see some of these dudes. And I also want to give a shout out to Worldwide. Saw him yesterday. Shout out to Worldwide.
Okay.
I want to see some of these dudes, since these dudes live in Pillsbury Doughboy. He lives in Las Vegas too.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but
all right.
MOT, he's originally from Mississippi, and he moved to he moved to Las Vegas, started his business, and he's been doing good ever since. What's up, Oracle?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I definitely want to have some try whatever you call it, some talking time with homeboy. Say he want to choke some women. All right, you want to choke women that bad?
And
all right,
I got all kinds. Matter of fact, he said stuff about Up the Unicorn before. Matter of fact, I remember back in I think April or May of last year, he said some crazy stuff to Up the Unicorn panel. It was about something about a Hitler comment or something about Hitler to black women. He said some dumb shit. He said back in.
Oh wow!
He said some crazy stuff, man. MOT is went on tirades multiple times. Yeah,
I think he needs it. I think people like that need to check their inner demon. Sometimes
you need a vacation. When you get that emotionally,
no, you need your ass kicked.
You
need your ass kicked because you cannot. You're not going to survive. You're not going to survive at all. You're not going to survive without a black woman. You're not going to survive. Period. Because
I'm sorry, we unlocked Derell. Who is Operation Exodus Mississippi Camp? Who is that?
That's Angel Up and Up. Remember, I interviewed Angel Up and Up with the Mississippi campaign. He was the guy.
I didn't know that was his screen name. What is that? Like one of his troll accounts or something?
No, that's his screen name.
Oh, I didn't know that. Who is he suing? Like I'm just reading the chat. And I'm like, what?
He's suing who?
He said he's suing somebody for harassment and.
Oh yeah, Google. He said he sued Google.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said. But he said he's suing Google for something over harassment. Google actually they killed his channel like 100 times in the last 10 years.
I really would love to see content creators come together, even though content creators have multiple times, but the way Google behaves is not okay. The way they're people and their content and making money off of them. Yeah. It's not okay. I would really love to see someone be successful in court, but no one has so far. And they've been sued by some heavy hitters.
See, the reason why I'm gonna tell you this, the reason why content creators have been unsuccessful is because most of them depend on Google to make there are a lot of the bigger content creators. They had no success prior to Google or YouTube. So if they sue them and they kill them in the algorithm, they're gonna instantly be financially affected.
that supports their argument. You
I know,
know,
but they're scared of that. But again, these are people that had no success prior to YouTube, so they're not going to handle that as opposed to somebody that has success and has a stream of income outside of YouTube. See, most of the bigger YouTubers had no success until they got on YouTube. They don't come from highly professional, high income earning fields and so forth. They're actually people who probably got laid off or got fired or they had medium jobs and they just so happened to hit it big on YouTube. So
well, that I mean, I follow what you're saying there, but that's not totally true. That one of the biggest, one of the first major lawsuits that was brought against Google regarding them terminating channels and censoring and things like that was by Prager University. Those are white conservatives. They are very, very, very wealthy, and they paid millions. They fought and lost their ass off. So yeah.
but
And
that was but how were they financially affected by that?
they were
In the
affected. Well, in the process, before they started suing them.
yes, because my thing is this. I'm looking
Yeah,
at what
they
you're saying.
they were censored. They were, as far as being shadow banned,
Right,
the algorithm being affected, them not showing up in feeds, notifications not going out, things like that. And they made the argument that they were being shadow banned and censored, and the algorithm being affected due to their conservative viewpoints. And so that was the argument. That was the take that they went on. And then, of
right,
course, Google argued, hey, we don't, yes, you have a First Amendment right, but this is a private platform. Yes, you have the right to free speech, but that doesn't mean that your free speech comes without consequences. And they lost. So that has been what they have been attacked on,
right.
traditionally so
So my
far.
thing is, but this conservative entity or this institution was able to spend millions to fight them.
Mil-
That's what, huh?
Millions, yes.
So they can afford not to have their channel. But that's different from the content creator who makes their money exclusively off of YouTube. And
But my
if they
biggest is still lost. They lost.
yeah, I know. And that gives in to my point. Point is that content creators can't afford to spend that money and lose. They can't afford it. They can't afford to not have that income that they are used to, accustomed to having weekly and monthly. They can't afford to lose that in the process. That institution could do that, but these content creators can't do that.
Yeah, but see, that to me, that power discrepancy that needs to be addressed. Because we're really looking at an employer employee relationship, in my opinion.
Right?
This huge corporation is really skating by. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. They claim to be a private platform, but they're really operating as a public utility. But whatever. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well,
But
I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've had some losses before.
no, they Google.
I'm not talking about major losses, but I'm sure they had some minor losses that may have not affected them that much.
Yeah, minor loss, like as in reinstate someone's channel. But content creators, they need to be, in my opinion, extended rights in regards to like an employer-employee relationship type. They should not have the ability to just cancel someone's channel. Not only cancel someone's channel, but also, I don't want to say steal their content, but take
Right
their content until that, yeah, that needs to be addressed. And that's neither here nor there. I'm going down
now,
the rabbit hole, but
a guy by the name of what is his name? He's in the manosphere. He's more of an outcast type, but he actually stated that black YouTube needs to get together and sue because he feels that there's some racism in regards to how they put black content in the algorithm. And
Oh,
he also talked about the fact that um, Google is probably making with using your content in countries, but and putting it in the analytics. Like, say for instance, my channel right now shows 23 people watching, but in all actuality, I may have 2,300 people watching worldwide, but I'm only
ab-
getting paid, huh?
no, absolutely.
Yeah. Now he made the point about that. That should be something as far as them actually measuring the true analytics of what we really are earning and what we're doing. And he
Absolutely.
thinks that Google is
And what
not being forthcoming on that.
and what about now with the channels that aren't even monetized? Now they're playing ads on channels that aren't even monetized and making money off of content creators and their content without compensating the content creators.
Right?
That's that's
I agree.
that's wild.
Right? And so I do think though there are some things, something's going to happen. They're not going to just be. I mean, some incident it will happen where this will be challenged. I mean, it hadn't happened yet, but I do sense some incident will occur because I mean it happened to the best of all of them of all platforms. Sooner or later something's going to happen where they're going to have to be accountable for what they did.
In this great nation where white folks reign and rule the United States, well, that would be China, but that's just me. Are you sure they will be held accountable? You want these people being held accountable?
I mean, there are bigger corporations that have been sued and lost. I mean, it ain't the first time it ever happened. I mean, there
Okay,
have been
but it's
big
all
corporations that
how
have
much
lost.
are you losing?
Well, that's up for debate. That's up for debate. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't like a major corporation never had to lose a monumental case before that cost them billions of dollars or millions. I mean, it's happened.
Well, speaking of debates, I gotta go. I gotta go and polish up. Um, it's like it's not gonna go away anytime soon. But I know what I have to do. I already talked. Had a little talk with Oracle about it, and she was like, basically, pick up your boots, lace your bootstraps up, to do it again.
I wouldn't worry about it that much, man. Like, really, it was a debate. It happened. It's over. It's done. Hey, I look at it like it is what it was. It was what it was.
Yeah. But but I gotta go. I gotta go over here because Janet, she's calling me. Um, hope hopefully next time we can do this again. We can do this again, and I'll be more prepared. But
All right,
I
we'll see.
appreciate I appreciate
All
everybody,
right,
including you, Tiffany. All right.
all right. Have a good night, man. All right, Miss Tiffany. Any last words? I'm gonna go wrap it up.
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here, guys. It's after what 12 something. No, it was actually just 11:54. It's not that late. Say what?
I said okay.
Yeah, it actually seems later than that. I guess because after the debate, I took a 30-minute break and decided to do this live stream, and then Rev G, bailed out on the debate. I'm like, damn, he didn't even give it a date. But
But you knew that was gonna happen though, right?
no, I actually thought he meant it because of the stakes. The stakes were so high. I thought he was gonna be like, I got a chance to kick D. Derell out of the sector. I thought he was gonna be up for that. I guess
Well, I do believe he meant it in that moment.
yeah.
You know.
But I actually think Anti-Afro called him and told him, got mad at him for going on another. They don't like when anti-fraud warriors go into opposing, enemy territory on panels. They don't like that. So I think he probably, reflected on what he said and what he did and realized he made a mistake. And then he was like, okay, I'm not doing it.
No, you're absolutely right. Like I was, Gerald made a video poking fun. It was all in fun, poking fun at Officer Pillsbury. And that woman left a comment basically like, be careful, don't be engaging these people, something to that effect. And it was just all in fun,
Right. And he
So
listened, and he listened, and he obeyed, and he did it again.
it is what it
Yeah,
is.
it's some kind of mind control. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's spooky, man. It's very cult like behavior. It's a cult like dynamic. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it's present. So I mean, it is what it is. So, well, with
Yeah.
that being said, Tiffany, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And hope you have a great night. And I will see you all later on tomorrow. I will be going live probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. So y'all have a great night. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.